Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another video. Okay, 2024 is about being consistent, and I'm so happy to drop this video for you guys. This is for all my beginners who has problems struggling with plucking. Plucking is not hard, but plucking, there's so many ways to plucking, but I'm going to show you one of my ways to pluck. Okay, so you want to have your wig. I usually put my wig inside my lap and I place it on top of a white towel or anything white pillowcase, but I think I have a white towel on my lap. Anything white that you can clearly see. And I always like to start off by parting the hair down the middle. Parting the hair down the middle is going to give you just that clean effect. And it will just kind of be a guide. So yeah, this is a good tip for definitely for beginners, or even if you're not a beginner, this is a really good trick into, you know, plucking your unit. Okay, this is the golden rule. Please invest into a nice tweezer, a very nice tweezer. I know I have been using the hair store tweezer for so long, and honestly, that creates holes in your wigs. I mean, it's good for a moment, but once you invest in your tweezer, you'll know what I'm talking about. Okay, so make sure you get some good tweezers. I do recommend the Revlon tweezers that I'm using right now in this video. Okay, so you want to start off by just taking out a piece of hair from the front. Okay, and as you guys can see earlier, I was showing you guys what formation you should be plucking. Okay, you should always pluck on the side where it's slanted. You want to avoid plucking the other side because it could create holes, especially if you're a beginner. So when I pluck, it's a pattern. So as you guys can see, I'm plucking, skipping a space, plucking, skipping a space, I'm plucking, and I'm skipping a space. To know if your plucking technique is really working, you will see literally the knots coming from out the wig. So when you're plucking, you see like those little knots, like the little brassy little knots. That means you're doing a great job and you're actually pulling out the hair instead of pulling on the hair and just leaving like little peach fuzz on the wig. We don't want that. We want the actual knots to come out. We want hair to come out. Look, as you guys can see, now I'm showing you guys what you should be looking at, what to expect when you're plucking. So I'm showing you guys the pattern. After you do your pattern, the hair that is thick, you're going to go back and you're just going to pluck in between that block of hair. You're going to pluck in between. And as you guys can see me doing that, everything is coming together. Now looking a little bit more smoothly, sorry. So you're going to go right in between those pieces of hair. Continue all the way up to the top. And you also want to make sure you're taking your time. Please take your time. There is no rush because you want to avoid putting a big hole inside your wig, something that you paid your money for. If it was cheap, if it was expensive, it doesn't matter. You still paid your money. Okay, when you get to the very, very top, this is where it gets kind of tedious because you can just overpluck just a little bit, but not too much. If you're a middle part girly, then this would be a good technique because it'll make it look a little bit more natural. The zone that you can pluck a lot and more is about a temple. Okay, because if you look at our natural hairline, around our temple area is always thin. Okay, so right now, after you pluck and everything, okay, you're not gonna make another section. What you're gonna do is pluck behind it. Pluck behind what you already plucked. Not exactly on the line, but as you guys can see, I'm plucking behind those hairs. Okay, plucking behind those hairs will thin out the front of your lace, but not make it look bald. So the goal is to make your plucking, your lace wig to look as natural as possible. Okay, that's all you need to know. Very simple technique. It's not hard at all. You can eyeball, you know, how you're plucking, where you're plucking, when you need to stop, or when do you feel like you're over plucking. So right now, what I'm doing, just plucking behind what I already plucked. Okay, remember, plucking behind. You see I'm doing it, I'm plucking behind. Not exactly where I pluck, but plucking behind. Alrighty, so when you're done with everything, you're going to pull all the hair back and you're going to pluck the front part again. So I kind of skipped down that part. I don't know what happened. I think my phone went dead, but I'm going to show you guys on the other side. And you see how nice and plucked and natural it looks. Oh my God, wait till it's on my head. It's going to look so good. And I'm going to insert a picture so you guys can see. So like I said earlier, you're going to use the bottom slanted part of your tweezers. You're going to pull all the hair back and you're going to do the same technique. Literally, you're going to create spaces. You're going to pluck, create a space, pluck, create a space, pluck, create a space. And then when you're done doing that, you're going to go back again and you're going to pluck in between those thick pieces. Okay. It's literally all just a pattern. This is one technique you can use for all your wigs. Okay. And after you have done those techniques, what you want to do is just a clean up. You're just cleaning up, going through the areas, making sure that, you know, you didn't underplug. So now you're going back to make sure you got all the areas that you need. And this is how your lace should look. Thank you guys for watching this short, quick video. Hope you guys take my advice. Until next time. Mwah.